Hi, I'm Vera Franklin with Word Out Ministry, where our focus is to get the word out to the public regarding beneficial information for the body of Christ and our community. This is a Big Don production. You can catch us live stream on the following platforms: Apple TV, Roku TV, YouTube, Facebook Live, KMI 2024 ORG, Cross TV, Apple iPhone app, and the Android app. You can also watch us on the KMI USA app and on YouTube on the Jerry Green channel. Now, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'd like to introduce my guests for today. Today we have Dr. DJ Tyson, on my right, and Conley F. Monk Jr., and they're with the National Veterans Council for Legal Redress, or better known as NFCLFD. And they do some things that are for veterans. Um, they deal with lawsuits for vets, but can you please explain to us what your organization does?
Well, our organization was founded on helping vets with bad discharge. There, during the Vietnam era, there was like 500,000 vets that came back with bad discharges.
Wow.
So we was fighting to help vets get their discharges upgraded because first of all, non-vets don't know that a veteran might have fought in the war, but if he come back with a bad discharge, he cannot utilize the VA hospital. He cannot get any type of benefits, housing, education, educational benefits, or counseling. So that's why we came about fighting to make that happen. And we also elevated to help vets with that, getting their disability upgrade. So that's primarily what we do. And we build houses, we build monuments.
Oh,
Yes.
excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
So your organization was established to help our veterans. And first of all, I know both of you are veterans.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your service
You're
to our country. And thank you for what you're doing now for our community and our community of veterans.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So you said the history began with bad discharges. Um, what has been done for the veterans now? So you're saying that they're not even they weren't even aware of what could be done for them. What's some of the things that you're doing now?
Well, we still work with vets to get their discharges upgraded. There's thousands of vets that have bad discharges that haven't been able to get their discharges upgraded. And matter of fact, there's vets that came back in their 60s and the 70s that didn't know that they can get their discharges upgraded.
Wow.
And also with disability. Now what we're presently doing is building housing, transitional housing for veterans. We bought some land on Davenport Avenue in New Haven.
Yes.
We're working on some property on George and Orchard, right across from St. Raphael's Hospital. So that's what we do.
And another thing that we do also, there's a lot of veterans that went into the military and went through a lot and they were glad to get out, not realizing that they can be service connected. So what we do, National Veterans Council for Legal Redress, we work towards and send them referrals where they can be service connected. A lot of them, they just want to just get out for what they went through, especially women, and they didn't realize that they are entitled to this. So that's what we as the National Veterans Council Legal Redress are working with, to send them referrals where they could go and, get help. There's a lot they don't know.
Okay, so me being a layperson, so when you get out of the service, some of you discharge, you discharge from the service, you end up they don't inform the vets as to what the services are. There's no one in the community that's doing anything to help.
No, unfortunately, the VA, the Veterans Administration, do not inform the veterans. They're discharged and then they're on their own. Well, they know that they can utilize the VA, come from medical, but the VA hospital is only devised to help with medical. It's not devised to help them with discharge upgrades and to get their disability.
Right.
Oh, okay. So that explains the difference. So it's sort of like the working people, we we stop working, we go on Social Security. We don't know what our benefits are. We don't know. Okay, so
Yes.
that sort of like clarifies
Right.
now to a little allergy, to synopsis. Well, maybe this is the reason why. So you say this is what you do. Is there a special place where you're found? Is there somewhere we can find you in our area so that the veterans can know where to find you if they have any questions?
Yes.
Yes, we are located at what they call the Dixwell Q House, 197 Dixwell Avenue. Operational hours right now, because we're in the process of getting our own now. We thank God for them. Monday and Wednesdays, 10 to 2. And they can always, a lot of veterans know you can reach me too, because I'm always on Facebook advertising and speaking about the vets, because I take it at heart. So I am Mr. Colleen Monk. I am his assistant secretary. So I'm his spokesperson.
My assistant all the way around. But let me add to that we are also available at the
Yes.
every third Thursday at the City Hall, New Haven.
Tonight.
We have an empowerment meeting, we call it. We try to inform vets what they're entitled to. And we also have lawyers that's there, maybe right there, that they can, get to help them with their legal issues. And we have Senator Murphy's office, right, Claude Campbell.
Yes.
He's a veterans rep for Claude Campbell, Senator Murphy. So he's also there.
Okay, so that was a lot of information that was just given. So let me recap.
Go ahead.
So the office is located at 197 Dixwell Avenue, which is the Q House in the city of New Haven, Connecticut.
Yes.
And they're there from every Monday and Wednesday from 10 to 2 p.m., 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So, and then on Thursdays, the third Thursday of the month, which happens to be today.
Yes.
You're going to be having a meeting downtown at City Hall, which is right across from New Haven Green, this evening, 165 Church Street. So you just walk in the doors will be open for you.
Yes.
You can come in, they will have food available.
Yes.
They will have someone there that can help you, a claim officer there. They will have someone there that can answer your questions if you're a veteran or if you're someone that's related to a veteran.
Right.
So you can find out what's going on. This isn't exclusively for veterans, also their family members, so they can find out what benefits the member may have. We also spoke about what you have available for the veterans. Now, there's something special that's in New Haven, the city of New Haven, on Long Wharf. There's a monument that's there on Long Wharf Drive for the veterans. Can you explain to me what that is? For those of us that don't know what that's there.
Yes. The monument is a Vietnam veterans monument for the deceased, for the dead veterans that was killed in Vietnam. Now, all the vets that was killed from the 7 cities, that's New Haven, West Haven, East Haven, North Haven, Orange, Woodbridge, and Hampton. Those 7 cities, names of the dead veterans that was killed in Nam, is on that monument.
Wow.
On the Long Wharf.
Wow. So what a great honor that was having that monument there to remember our veterans and the lives that they gave. It's horrible that we have to go to war.
Yes.
But it's even worse not to be remembered for your sacrifice.
Yes.
So we thank you so much once again for serving and for being here for our veterans. Now, is there somewhere we can get some social media information where we can locate you?
The social media. I'm the social media.
Okay.
I'm always up there.
Well, we have the person that's here that's in charge.
I'm up there. The committee. Well, I'm mostly live. I like to because I appreciate the service that we rendered, and I know the feeling to be how would I say? Some veterans feel like they just put their time in and nothing's going to happen, but we fight for them. We fight hard. And as my boss, Connie Monk, was saying about the pier that we have now, we are also in the process of building another pier. We're taking donations to build this for the living veterans. Somebody say living veterans. This is what we're doing for the living veterans. So we're in the process of collecting and reaching out for the living veterans.
And let me further explain that.
Okay.
When she say the living veterans, we mean that if you served in Vietnam and you came back from Vietnam and got killed the day after you came back from Vietnam, your name will go on this monument.
Absolutely.
This new monument. This is for the living veterans and the ones that's still alive. Their names will go on this monument.
Yes.
Okay, so we're building a monument now. And you said you needed donations.
Yes.
How would someone get in touch with you regarding if they wanted to donate their time or their money, their service? Where will we find you at?
What we have also is called nbclr.org. They can send it there. Like I said, I'm always on the media. I stay on the media. So
what is your Facebook?
It's on it's Taretha D. Jackson.
Okay.
I'm under there. Taretha
Okay,
D.
so
Jackson.
if we want to contact you through Facebook, is there a phone number or just Facebook where we contact you, or we go down to, of course, the places that we already stated, the Q House.
Yeah, there's a phone number. My phone number. I don't mind because this is what I do.
Our minds.
Or County Monks, yes. Mine is 475-201-3183. Say yours,
And my phone number is 203-577-8577. And they can also send it to our P.O. Box.
Yeah, P.O. Box 8085, New Haven, Connecticut, 06530.
Okay, now, so when we come down to the Q House, or when we go down to today, if you stop by to the City Hall, 165 Church Street.
Yes.
The legalities that are there. Is there a claim officer there?
I'm a claim officer.
Oh, wow.
I'm a claim officer as well.
You're a claim officer, so we try to make sure that the veterans know that when you come to these spots, to these places, if you have an issue or something you're trying to find out your benefits, what's required for you to do, the person there is already qualified. You don't have to come back.
Right.
You don't have to make another appointment. You can put your initial claim in with the claim officer and let them know what's going on.
In addition to that, we have attorneys. That's there.
They'll be there.
Also
face
attorneys.
To face.
So you can meet with these people face to face that be able to help you with any issues, whether it's just signing up for disabilities, getting services that you need. And Mr. Monk said that they're going to be extending housing soon and building new houses. But there's something else that's going on at McDonald's on Whaley Avenue. It was told to me that Scott Extell invited from the NAACP invited you to come out in front of McDonald's on Whaley Avenue. Can you explain to us what's going on there?
Well, they have our staff that be out there. We'll be recruiting people for membership, and we also be helping them with their claims. And then there's other people out there, like the police officers, recruiting people for the police department. Scott Esdell recruiting people for the NAACP.
Yes.
So there's a variety of different organizations that's out there that help individuals. We help with the veterans.
Right.
Okay, and this happens at McDonald's in the community on Whaley Avenue. Do you know what the address is there? I know it's right across the street from the jailhouse, correct?
251.
251 Whaley Avenue.
Every Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Our main focus really, what Scott was talking about, is to stop the violence There's people out there, they say there's no jobs. There's people out there that are ready to hire you, help you fill out application. It's just so much to offer out there. All they have to do is make the first move. You come out there, don't say there's no job. Don't say there's nothing to do. There is something to do. And that's what we do every Wednesday. So what we do, because we have our NBCLR every Monday and Wednesday at the Q House. So lately, me and my boss and others, we go to McDonald's while the other ones work the office.
Okay.
So you can catch us both ways.
Okay. Well, that's excellent. So not only are we speaking and helping the veterans, but there's also other people there on Wednesday morning
Yes.
to help our community find jobs.
Yes. Yes.
And that's the main thing, to help the community. So the NFCFLD, which is in the process of building transitional houses for veterans in the city of New Haven. I wanted to touch on that again. This is very important. We know that in our community, there are a lot of homeless people.
Yes.
Some of them are vets.
Shouldn't be not one homeless.
And we should not have homeless people in our community. So once again, this organization is also attempting to help our community. And we're looking for people to help even with the grants and the funding for that, correct?
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that, please?
Yes, we're looking for grant writers. I already mentioned about the housing program. We need money to build our new monument. So we need grant writers. And we're looking for secretaries, volunteers. And let me add this too, that you don't have to be a veteran to join our organization.
That's right.
Our bylaws indicate that, we can take in a certain amount of non-vets,
Right.
Into the organization. They can join the organization and they can help us out also. So.
Okay, and once again, I also wanted to touch on something else. We talked about the grant writers and what we need. We talk about the need of assistance for this great administrative assistant here. We also we're talking about fighting for the rights for the veterans. Now, our veterans have quite a few rights. Can you elaborate on a little bit of what's going on now? Not only in our community, but now throughout the United States with some of the Veterans Affairs that you're aware of, since this is a national organization.
Yes. Well, we also have vets people to join our organization throughout the United States.
Yes.
We even when we have our empowerment meeting, we be on Zoom so they can tune in and be involved in our meetings every third Thursday of each month.
Okay.
So we help vets throughout the whole United States.
Yes, we do.
Matter of fact, we've got a few lawsuits going on now. And one is with the Black Veterans Discrimination lawsuit.
Yes.
I'm leading that charge. Actually, my attorneys, my legal advisors at Yale University. So they're in discovery now.
Yes.
So I know that the VA had acknowledged that they have been discriminating against Black veterans. But Black veterans was not getting the same pay.
That's right.
That the white vets was getting paid.
Doing the same job.
Same job. And Black vets was not getting the disability upgraded on the same level that the white veterans were. Right. So that's the purpose of this lawsuit. They've been discriminating against our Black veterans.
Oh, wow. The disservice to veterans has not been great, but then just to find out that it's also been categorized, commercialized. This category, this one will get this benefit, this one won't get this benefit. Same service, and And thank you once again for what you're doing for the vets, what you're doing for our community. We can once again tell you that there are some services that are facing some of our vets currently. Um, we have a passion for service for vets, but a lot of our service members have gone on into the different wars. Even recently, the wars, Afghanistan, um, and some of them will come back with what's been classified as PTSD.
Yes.
Can you explain to us a little bit about what that is and what services are available for our veterans?
Well, PTSD, I'll let you jump into.
Go ahead.
But PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yes.
And what that does is most vets that was in combat or even had some traumatic experience, they more than likely might have PTSD. Now, I'm 100% for PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And there's a lot of vets that has it, that have never put in a claim for it.
They don't realize
it. But even Dr. D, she has PTSD.
I have chronic PTSD.
So she's in the process of going up on her disability. So you'd be surprised. Like I was involved with post-traumatic stress with vets from the 70s. Now the government, the VA, they didn't recognize PTSD until 1982.
Wow.
So vets been coming home from the 60s with PTSD from Vietnam.
Yes.
And they wasn't eligible for any type of service. Now, vets that were served even Agent Orange. We haven't even talked about that. Most vets that served in Vietnam that was exposed to dioxins. If they sprayed it to kill the plant form, they was harming the vets.
Yes.
So I have 50% for Agent Orange. And most vets don't realize it if they have diabetes that could have came from the dioxins.
That's right.
Agent Orange.
Wow. Wow. So once again, our service members, they can get in contact with you and they can come to this meeting.
Yes.
And you can inform them of what can be done to help them regarding receiving services for these problems that they have from serving in the military.
Yes.
But there's something else, being a female member, a female vet.
Yes,
veteran, that there's something else that's going on that, and it's been out in the news past few years, but it wasn't really addressed. They're talking about military trauma sexually, and the quote for that's MTS.
Right.
Can you sort of like just elaborate, a little bit regarding that?
Yes, that's why I am chronic PTSD. I had to go through that in the regular Army and in the reserve. I had to go through that. And I wanted to do 30 years, but I had to get out there because rank has more privilege than money in the military. And women go through a lot. And I tell you, because if you don't do what they tell you to do, what they want, a sexual favor, they will demote you. They will have you do KP, which is kitchen help. They give you the dirtiest job to do. So my thing was to get out. I had to get out. And then I joined the reserve. Same thing. 9.5 reserve. Same thing. So women go through a lot. It is a lot of women that's suffering. We have veterans, female veterans that then got a baby by a captain in there, but they won't talk about it. They scared about it because of their life being threatened or whatever. But it's real. It's in there. It's real. And this is why I fight so hard, because I'm not going to give up the fight. I'm not going to give up.
So if you know someone that's experienced these issues or any problems, we once again, all this is confidential if you come down, correct?
Right.
And you fill out your forms,
confidential.
so you don't have to worry about being shunned or
Right.
anything like that.
Right.
They're here to make sure that you receive the benefits that are needed
Yes.
for everything that's going on with our veterans.
Yes.
So once again, I'm going to tell you where you can find our great veterans
Yes.
that are serving our community here in the state of Connecticut.
Mhm.
The empowerment meeting for veterans is at 165 Church Street in New Haven, Connecticut, every third Thursday of the month at 7 p.m.
Yes.
Food is provided.
Yes.
There's a resource person there. There's
Mhm.
attorneys there.
Yes.
And you can also meet Mr. Monk
Yes.
and
Jackson.
Dr. Jackson
Yep.
over on Whaley Avenue at McDonald's
McDonald's, Q House,
at the Q House,
downtown. Be
downtown
ready.
New Haven. They're out there.
Yes.
And we thank you so much for tuning in today and being with us. And Dr. Green, did you want to come over real quick? No, he's here with us. He came into the studio
Thank you.
today. But we thank you so much for being with us today on Word Out Ministry. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.